There, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 25th. This week, I'm still collaborating with Marie Moore, so if you have not had a chance to check her out, definitely do so at the link below. We are still promoting each other and helping each other out to help us grow, so definitely check her out if you haven't. She does tarot and astrology in the same video, so really cool. People seem to enjoy her for sure. But this week, let's see what's going on for you. Let's see. You start off with the Tower coming up first. I think you've had this card in the past. Everybody's always afraid of the Tower, but I don't think it's that bad of a card. Really, it represents something that needs to be, needs to separate away from you. It does represent, it's the top of the tower is falling off there. It does represent something breaking away in your life, but usually it's something that is weak or, doesn't serve a purpose anymore anyway, so it's usually some sort of thing that does need to break away anyway. And, a lot of people say this is a card of disaster or upheaval in your life and things like that, and I guess, tower type events can feel like that, but usually, like I said, it's something that needed to leave your life anyway, so I really wouldn't worry too much about that. You have the Lovers in reverse coming up next. This could have a lot to do with the Tower there. Usually the Lovers in reverse, I say actually has nothing to do with love. To me, has more to do with making a decision, needing to decide on something, and not making that decision, or even needing to separate away from something and not doing it. So sometimes I think when the Tower comes up and, it kind of like says, all right, this is kind of like the universe making the decision for you and taking something away from you, so that can be more difficult. So the way to know what this is that you need to separate away from and possibly avoid a tower type event is, if there's anything in your life or any area where you're not moving forward, where things are just stagnant, maybe you just need to do something different, because if you don't, again, you could have like a tower type event that just takes it away from you and corrects you that way. So that's that. But the rest of the week looks, beautiful. You have the Ace of Diamonds coming up first. This is a very successful card of stepping off on a new path. You've had this card for a while now, Leo. I think you've actually had this card several times as well. It's definitely a card of innovation and trying new things, so don't be afraid to try new things. I think, the one long-term reoccurring message for you is that, there might be some fears around trying new things and getting stuck in old patterns because, you don't want to necessarily try something new. But the Ace of Diamonds is a card of innovation. It's a card of doing what is new to be more successful. So definitely don't be afraid to try new things and do new things and step off on new paths. That's what this card is all about. Next, you have the Queen of Diamonds. Very good card. A lot of you could have a water. An earth sign is what I'm trying to say in your life, who maybe will play an important role for you this week, and possibly even with your finances, helping you with your finances. For most of you, I would say it feels like somebody close. Could be male or female. Like I said, I don't attach sex to my card, so it could be either or. And again, it feels like an earth sign possibly coming in, helping you to stabilize, or helping you out in some way, or being very supportive. So be on the lookout for that. Next, you have the Five of Spades, needing to take more risk. Again, I think it makes sense with the first two cards plus the Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds usually is a risk. It's usually you being presented with some sort of new way of doing things, like I said, or some new path. But it is always risky, and but usually very successful. So keep that in mind. But Five of Spades represents needing to take more risks, and it also can represent needing a break as well. So that's kind of the opposite. Some of you might need a vacation or something like that. And finally, you have the Eight of Hearts, which is a really great card of socializing, better energy coming into you, and even gifts from the universe. So this is a really nice card of improvements and things improving. And it's also a card of learning how to better share your energy as well, and being more social and getting out there more, and meeting new people and things like that. It's interesting coming off of this grand Earth trine we had over the, in June there, that I think a lot of people are almost shifting friends, making new friends, and things along those lines. So, that a lot of this type of stuff here, like Eight of Hearts type energy, has been coming up a lot for people. So a lot of you might be making new friends and things like that. But looks like a great week. Again, I wouldn't be too worried about that tower event. It doesn't feel like it's that big of a deal. And like I said, it feels like it's something that needed to be separated away from anyway. So that looks all right. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.